When hitting a wall, most founders do the same. They work more hours. And I did too, for years. But the truth is that the most successful bootstrapped entrepreneurs in the world, like Sivers or Kagan, don't have more hours than you or me. They probably just have better mental frameworks they can use. I've researched their approaches and put together 5 mental models that you can use to build your business without sacrificing your lifestyle. And it's not complex tactics, but simple frameworks that you can use to become a more efficient decision maker. The first mental model is the pilot versus plane concept, inspired by Ali Abdaal, and it's about stop negotiating with yourself while you're doing a task. Ali Abdaal is a successful content creator, YouTuber with more than 6 million subscribers, but also entrepreneur and founder of a tech company. And the key concept from this mental model is that you want to detach your strategic self, decision-making self, from your execution self. And an example could be that you're the pilot, which means a strategic thinker in the morning, where you set the plans, the priority, the task, basically the flight route, and then you switch into plane mode, where you don't question the route, you just execute. So you're just a plane flying without questioning the route that the pilot made before. And the key insight from Ali Abdaal here is that you want to separate your decision-making brain from your execution brain, so you get into the flow state much easier and much quicker than if you would let them two negotiate with each other. The second mental model is the Law of 100 from Kagan, and it's based on the notion that you haven't failed, you just haven't started yet. Kagan is a successful entrepreneur who bootstrapped AppSumo, which is a multi-million-dollar company who he's running for more than a decade. And he also wrote a book, this one, $1 Million Weekend, and the Law of 100 is in there as well. And the idea is that you want to commit doing things 100 times before you draw any conclusion. For example, send out 100 emails before you conclude that your email marketing campaign isn't working. Or talk to 100 users before you do a big shift in your product. Or drop or publish 100 videos before you make a conclusion if you're a content creator or want to be a content creator or not. And his key insight is that consistency is so important, and so many people quit before the data actually can show them if it works or not. The third mental model comes from Munger, and it's called Inversion Thinking, and it revolves around the idea that the best way to succeed is to study how to fail. Munger was a very successful investor and the business partner from Warren Buffett, and he was known, or very well known, for his mental models around finances, but also business in general. And the essence is that you don't ask, how can I succeed? But instead you ask, what would guarantee me to fail? Then you have this list of things, and then you work systematically to avoid those things on the list. And the key takeaway from Munger here is that avoiding stupidity is often easier than seeking brilliance. Mental model number 4 is the new CEO audit, and it comes from Tobi Lütke, who is the CEO and founder of Shopify. And the idea is that you want to imagine that you are just hired to replace yourself as the CEO today. In this exercise, he also imagines that the company is doing very bad, and he writes down the 3 top things that he wants to do to save the company. And his key takeaway is, or his key insight is, that if you do this exercise, you get rid of the sunk cost fallacy, which is basically the fallacy of you being attached to what you already put into your company, and instead you come in with a fresh mind, with a fresh view of what's there, what the problems are, and what you want to do to solve them. Mental framework number 5 is hell yeah or no, and it comes from Sivers, and it's a classic, but I think it's very nice to remind yourself constantly that this exists because it's so important. The idea is simple. If it's not a hell yeah, it's a no. Sivers is the founder of CD Baby, which is a company that he bootstrapped and grew to be the largest seller of independent music online before he sold the company for several millions of dollars and gave the money away. And he wrote about hell yeah or no in his book, dedicated the whole book for this topic, which also underlines how important it is. So if an opportunity arises and you don't feel the excitement of a hell yeah, you should let it go, or you should say no from the beginning. This is a lot about intuition and feeling, and it prevents you from taking too long for decision making, but it also prevents you from taking decisions or saying yes to things that you aren't fully aligned with. And his key insight is that saying no to things makes your yes truly powerful. I hope those mental models help you in decision making, executing more efficiently, but also to protect your working hours. And if you want to get more insights from founders, for founders, feel free to subscribe. See you soon.